lose control.
aka Phil Drummins. Who gon' get it crunk like me, Timberland? Or my nigga Scoop, aka Fat Man. We guaranteed to make the party people bounce. Fellas say, oh, girls say, ah. Looking at the cornrows up in the club. Girl, don't be bashful, girl, back it up. Throw it, girl, like it's potent, man. Shake that ass as fast as you can. White girl, shake it like you burning from a suntan. My dog, grip it, grab it like it was a soda can. What you talking about holding back? Better get on the dance floor, drop it like it was a Cadillac. What you talking about cutting the slack? Girl, you better bend that back. Where my girls roll deep in the club. Can't wait to hit the bar and get effed up. Where my dogs who got more than $100. Can't wait to freak one of those big old bugs. Before we start to turn it out, you must learn to crunk out. Before we start to turn it out, you must first begin to breathe in, breathe out.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Let's Be Clear radio show live here on iAccess Radio on this beautiful, brisk Saturday morning. Some people love this weather, but I don't like it. That was crazy. That accident was real crazy. And sometimes you got to watch the news. And I watch the news because, again, so I can share with my people. So, this whole crazy thing that's going on now with the school system, a lot of people are blaming the mayor. They're blaming the mayor because they feel that he should have had, a lot of things in order or whatever. However, I don't think that it's the mayor's fault because, and I heard a audio tape of Cheetos in the White House claiming that he was downplaying this pandemic from the start because he didn't want to alarm the American people. Now, if this thing was out, we're talking about COVID-19. If this was out, this didn't happen this year. This started last year, late last year, is when the cases started coming over to America. People were sleeping on it, and he knew about it, and he played it down. So my thing is, if he wouldn't have played it down from the start, we wouldn't be at this point right now. He didn't take it serious. He thought it was a hoax. He played it down like it was nothing. So therefore, don't blame the mayor of what's going on in the city today with the school system. Blame the president because he was the one who played this down. Am I right or wrong?
Yo, you're right. I'm Cuomo. I say Cuomo for president.
I believe so.
I watched him every day. He was on point.
Yeah, he definitely was. He
He
definitely leaded the New Yorkers into, like, you see what's going on right now. We are down like almost to 0% of death in New York City due to COVID-19. So everybody, we still have those silly people that walk around outside riding, and that's why I'm glad they implemented a fine for people who don't wear masks on public transportation. Because now, if you don't wear a mask and you don't comply with it, you're going to get fined $50. I personally think that the fine should be more than $50 because some people eat $50 a day in food. You know what I'm saying? So $50 is nothing. Let's make it a higher fine. That way people will wear their masks because you can't be on public transportation and don't have a mask on. And then you have people standing over there. Like I tell everybody, I leave my house at least 3 hours before I have to go to work just to avoid that gap and too many people being on. I don't want to be around those people. So, yeah, my thing is that the mayor is not responsible. And I don't blame the teachers for not wanting to, because no one wants to lose their life. Nobody wants to die. Nobody wants to catch this coronavirus. Nobody wants to be sick. However, if everybody be on the same page with this, then less people will get sick. I heard that there was a party out somewhere at some university, and like 25% of the people tested positive for COVID. Like these large gatherings, if they telling you that there's a limit to the gatherings, then let's limit that. Let's not go overboard, because if they telling you 25 people or 50 people, why you have 200 people there? Why is there why would you even want to be there? Like, do anybody value their lives anymore? Like, because this thing is serious. I've seen cases. I've seen people dying. I have family members that had it. I have friends that have it. Shorty had to deal with that. This is real. It's real life. It's not some hoax that somebody just said, okay, let's just scare the American people with a hoax. Nah, this wasn't a hoax. It was real life. People died. People are still dealing with this. You see people, I can't imagine some of the people that lost their loved ones. I can't imagine, what you guys are going through because of that. However, people still think that this is not serious, and you guys need, here we coming up on flu season. Again, I don't know if people, like to take their flu shots or whatever. However, I do, because the last time I had the flu, it was like one of those. I had it for a week. I took the meds that the doctor gave me, and a week later, it came back stronger than ever and had me and landed me in the hospital for 5 days. So after that, I started taking this flu shot, and I haven't had the flu since then. I have a little bronchitis where, every now and then my chest flares up, feel like I'm having an asthma attack or whatever, but I deal with that. I'd rather deal with that than to be dead. So people, you gotta wake up. You gotta stop listening to the idiot that's on TV telling you that there's gonna be a vaccination out by April or by the end of April, and the CDC is not saying that. They're not agreeing with nothing that this man is saying. And he still, to me, is still trying to downplay this disease like it's nothing. So you got to stay woke, my people. Vote. Vote, vote, vote. Voting is the key. And as I was listening to Good Morning America this morning, he has the right to nominate somebody for that seat. So he's trying to nominate, yes, he's trying to nominate somebody ASAP before, okay, first of all, they didn't even have a funeral for this lady, okay? And he's already trying to put his person in that seat so he can look good for the election. I've been doing a little research. I'm not a politician, and I don't know a great deal about politics, but from the numbers that I've been watching, he's not doing good.
Good.
He's not doing good in the numbers, but we can't pay attention to those numbers because we know that what they're capable of doing. They're capable of stealing this election because they were already trying, but that didn't work. They was trying to shut down the postal system so that, they was removing mailbox from the streets of different states and stuff like that. So if people had to mail in their vote, it wouldn't get there in time. And then someone said he was like, he knows for sure that he's going to win this election because he has the black vote. He claims that he has a black vote and that he's sure that he's going to win the election. And if anything happens that he doesn't win is because they cheated. And that they was going to have to get him out of the White House by any means necessary. So I say that y'all do that. By any means necessary, we need to get this clown out of the White House. If it means that you have to, I don't care if you call out sick from work and you got to stand on that line for 12 hours. Stand on that line and vote. That's what we need to do. We need to vote. And to make America great again, we have to get Cheetos out of the White House. and I agree with that. Cheeto. That's
I like that.
That's Al's name for him. Al, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm just dealing with these technical difficulties back here.
Oh, okay,
I
so
hear you now.
we hear you working. We don't hear you, but we hear you. We don't hear your voice, but I hear your fingers.
I hear him now. I hear you too now.
Oh, okay. So yeah, that's what we got to do. The key word is to vote. That's what we pushing for the next couple of weeks. We're pushing for you to go out there and vote. I don't care who you vote for. If you want to vote for him and you think that he's the best man for the job and that he's doing so great, so be it. That's your loss. However, you have to vote for somebody. Because if you don't vote, that vote automatically goes to him. So we don't want you not to vote, but, do what you must. However, our next line of business here is the breast cancer awareness. We're coming up on the month of October, which is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And like we do every October, since we can't walk this year, we won't be walking, but we will be having a virtual celebration for breast cancer. We haven't figured out the date yet, but the date will be coming as soon as next week. We'll have a date where, we're looking for people to be a part of the show. You don't have to come in studio, but if you want to come in studio, Make sure you let us know ASAP because there's limited seating here in the studio. But if you want to, get in on the Zoom, we'll be having a Zoom virtual celebration for breast cancer awareness. We're looking for people, not only breast cancer survivors, because of course they're first, but we're looking for people that walk with those survivors, that you have a story, whether that person is here or not, and you want to share it on this day, you can do that as well. I don't know about t-shirts. We haven't, I think these t-shirts that we have,
Still looking good?
yeah, it's still looking good. We probably can go with the same t-shirt. So if you guys want to order a t-shirt, you can order.
Virtually walk. Why don't y'all walk virtually? Everybody walking their own. Time it on your watch.
Yeah, we can do that
On
too.
your phone. Track
can
it on
do-
your watch and your phone.
we
No
can-
excuses. Walk, man.
Yeah, we can walk. We can do that too. If you guys want to order t-shirts, you can order t-shirts. You can call. You can get in contact with me, DJ K NIKKI, DJ Shorty Love, because she's a shirt master. And you can find out what the prices are for the t-shirts. We will be also selling dinners. We're gonna have a variety of food. We're gonna have some good old Southern food. We're gonna have some Caribbean food. We're gonna have a little Spanish food, some desserts, all of that. We're gonna be selling that, and 75% of the proceeds will be going to breast cancer. I mean, we say 75% and not 100% because we gotta buy food to cook. So if you guys want to donate, you can donate a dish. Get in contact with us to let us know if you want to donate a dish. You're more than welcome to do that. And if you want to donate to the cause for breast cancer, you can always go on their website, or you can, we'll have a page up. We'll create a page. Everything will be up and running by next week. I'm just giving you a save the date. Next week you should see our flyer for the breast cancer awareness show. And yeah, you can do that. Be a part of the show. Be a part of the cause. And like Shorty said, if you got to walk by yourself, at least, walk. Do that walk the day of. Because they're also having a virtual walk that's going to be aired live. So they still going to do a show for that. And if you want to do that, you can do that. Or you can just, the day of the walk, just go for a walk, right? Maybe we can get a little team and we can go walk, like 5-6 people. That way it won't be so bad.
You do something like download Map My Fitness, track your walk on your phone and share it.
True indeed. That's what we can do. Because when we did Orchard Beach, I think it was 4.5 miles. It wasn't quite 5 miles. So if we did that, then we can get up the day of or one day and do that too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, social distance.
Yes. Well, we had a lot of fun when we did the walk, because we talked, we listened to music, we interact with a lot of people that were out there, but we weren't all crowded up together. So we were pretty good. We were pretty good with that back then, and it wasn't even a pandemic. Because I'm not really a person that, like people hovering over me. I hate for people to stand over me. I hate for people to be too close, especially if I don't know you. I don't want you too close to me anyway.
Move back.
Move back. Move. Get out my way. But anyway, the number to call in if you want to, if you have to add or you want to say anything, the number to call in is 347-708-0216. We're going to take a little short music break, and I'm going to come back with a topic of my own. You ready, Shorty?
Yeah, wait a minute. Got to go back to my live.
She got to go back to her live because she want to be on live when she live.
Yeah, I got to be on live when I'm live, along with y'all when I'm live, because I'm live right now.
Because she living the live.
Y'all start this one off for my Virgos, because it's Virgo season.
Shout out to all the Virgos.
And I didn't get a chance to throw Virgo bash like we did in the past year. So anyway, this one's for y'all.
1, 2, you. Baby girl, won't you come and hold my hand? Won't you come and chill out with the Virgo? Hey girl, just come and hold my hand. Won't you come and just chill with the Virgo? We're sipping on Merlot, you ain't got to be my girl, no. I drop you off at Willoughby and Virgo. Smash with the Virgo, we got to take a shirt off. You need to convince your own girl, no. She says her life is too hard. She says that she wanna come and deal with the God. Promise me that she gon' play her part. Cause what I speak is straight to her heart. Yeah, she damn fine, feet hammer time, damn if I'm mine. Long as the bubble in the back of your waistline. I don't waste time, I gotta get on it. Just you and me, 2 glasses, silver patrolling in the club scene where I met Miss Green Eyes. She walked by asking me, are you nice? Why? If you was, I'd be totally try. Totally with a T-W-I. Well, here I am, yep, I'm the man. Bartender, put a Cosmo in that girl hand. So here we standing before I begin. Homegirl made a knot out of the cherry stem. Tongue skills, yeah, I like that. Now we on the right track, straight to my phantom called Africa Black. Ever since then, she been yapping the track. Told her friends, now they hollering behind her back. Sing,
baby girl, won't you come and hold my hand? Won't you come and just chill with the Virgo? Hey girl, just come and hold my hand. Won't you come and chill out with the Virgo? We stepping on Merlot, you ain't gotta be my girl though. I drop you off at Peachtree and Merlot. Smash with the Virgo, you ain't gotta take your shirt off. You see me convince your whole girl though.
Controlling effects, so what the heck? Rock the discotheques and this groove is what's next. Attack, react, exact, the map, I move you with a strong song as long as you prove to this. I keep the crowd loud when you hype. Do damage on stage and into the mic. As I shoot the gift and see stand still while I rhyme stick to you like Skippy and Jim. Feel my blood fist on my death kiss. The rap soloist, you don't want of this. Supreme in this era, I reign with terror. When I grab the mic, believe you're gonna hear her. Fascinating rhyme, design and anthem. So let's all sing the Big Daddy anthem. Go with the flow, my rhymes grow like an afro. I entertain the gain and cane, I never have no problem. I can sneeze, sniffle, and cough. Even if I stutter, I'ma still come on. Cause rappers can't understand the mics I rip. They sure enough ain't a grip, that's why they got flipped. But my apparatus is up to status. Don't ask who's the baddest. I'm the baddest, the make or break, I take on. My rhyme take the head, put it to bed. So watch what's said. Say the bass for the pipe and rearrange the tone. I take a loss and be forced in the danger zone. Cause I can kill and kill at will. Teaching a skill that's real, you know thrill. So just stand still and chill as I feel. Science I drill until my rhymes fill. Your head up. Don't even get up. The teacher is teaching. So just shut up. Set it off. Set it off. Set it off. Now bring it in.
It's not black and white, the person.
We ain't going for it no more. There's some things that I won't stand for. Sometimes crazy and the others I'm sane. No one gives a damn about a young girl's pain. Knowing in 9 months she's dropping a load. I paid the cost to be the boss, but I never owed nobody nothing. Because the redhead one uses rubber dusting. If you go quick, roll McGraw. AIDS will be your destruction. It gets no deeper. Another point for the Grim Reaper. I ain't going out like that. Like, I wanna get over like a fat rat. That's why I strive to be the O&E. Cause we don't have a plan B. We don't have a plan B. We don't have a plan B. That's right. We don't have a plan B.
I got enough to go around, and the thought takes place uptown. I grew up on the sidewalk while on street talk, and then taught to Hawk, New York. I go to Queens for Queens to get the food from Brooklyn. Make money in Manhattan and never been tooken. Go uptown to the Bronx and boogie down, get strong on the island, recoup and lay around. Time to build my juice back up, pop stack up, suckers get smacked up. Don't doubt the clout, you know what I'm about. Knocking niggas off, knocking niggas out, shaking them up, waking them up, breaking them up, breaking them up. Standing on shaky ground, too close to the edge. Let's see if I know the ledge.
Dive dip, you might break your hip to the sound that's legit. I come to make a hit. I usually bust scratches for my brother see school, but I decided to get back on this groove. As I provide your slide, you're going on a ride. I know the weather's nice, there's no need to play the outside. Guess who's on the flyer? The man of your desire. Pete Rock and CL Smooth, all the honey dips admire. Beats are rough and rugged, Pete Rock is the creator. Now I'm busting raps as well, switching cross faders, making sure my sound hits from here to Grenada. Honey gave me skins, man, I told her friends I ate her. But wait, I'll save the subject for later, but it's time to get wrecked with the creator.
1990, Chump Rock jumps upon the scene with the lean and a pocket full of green. The green doesn't symbolize I made it on the top, but RoboCop last year was a shock. The tone of the Popeye cut shook your butt. Kids are screaming, the media says what? Kind of music is this for you to dance to? The man with the plan and the band demands you. Leave the smack and the crack, throw the whack, throw the ball and the knock, keep a smile like that. Leave the knife and the gun in the store and ignore temptation sent by the nation. Racial game cause it's pain needs a new rep. In your hearts and mind, never forget who Seth Hawkins. And when you're walking, you don't just one. Black on black, remember that it's important. Anyway, the shunless one bring forth the fun. No hatred, the summer's almost done. No time for sleep. Jump in your Jeep and pump up the funky beat. Holy, beaver goes off, yo, smash it, then trash it. You're too young to be plumped in a casket. Just get your boys and bring the noise and just swing it. And party people, sing it. Go, 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 go.
My daylight clothes, or is it just my daylight style? What I do ain't make believe. People say I sit and try, but when it comes to being daylight, it's just me, myself, and I. 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 Y'all ready to do this? What's up, boys? I'm in effect, yeah, and it's about time. Yo, let's rip this up. Boys to men, boys to men, boys to men. South Street, jet black band, plenty of friends, and all the Philly steaks you can eat. Back in school, we used to dream about this every day. Could it really happen? Or do dreams just fade away? Then we started singing that bass and it sounds smooth. Then we started a group and here we are, kicking it just for you.
Whatever happens, whatever may come, whatever may be, it's cool. I got it covered, beloved, from A to Z. I'm the overweight lover, heavy bun diddly dee. And you can flip on a trip, but it's alright with me. If things were meant to be, the be you be meant. And what I'm here to represent is excellence. If you need any help, open your eyes and it's heavy D that you will see, cause you're alright with me. Me.
Move out the way when I'm coming through the door. Me, heavy, as light as a rock. Guys, watch, we were some of the good. Must I say it again? I said it before. Must I say it again? I said it before. Move out the way when I'm coming through the door. Me, heavy, as light as a rock. Guys, watch, even some of the girls spot. Step back, it ain't that type of party. No reply if you ain't somebody. Get out my face, don't wanna hear no more. If you hate rejection, don't try to score. First base, you ain't got what it takes. You smile, you wink, you big fake flake. You're so pathetic, you make my stomach turn. You beg, you borrow, now you have to learn. I am the light. L-Y-L-L-Y-T. I am the light. L-Y-L-L-Y-T. Light as a rock, or I should say a boulder. Rolling down your neck, pounding on your shoulders. Never shall I be an MC called a wannabe. I am the light, L-Y-T. This is the
Spider-Man and freezing full effect. You ready, Ron? I'm ready. You ready, Dave? I'm ready, Slick. Are you? Oh yeah, take it down. Girl, I must warn you. I sense something strange in my mind. Yo, situation is serious. Let's cure it 'cause we're running out of time. It's all so relationships they seem from the start. It's also when love is not together from the heart. Check it out. It's driving me out of my mind. That's why it's hard for me to find. Can't get it out of my head. Miss her, kiss her, love her. Wrong move, you're dead. That girl is
young man make money anymore? Where my jewels are like freaking on the floor? Or is it my job to make sure I'm poor? Can't my car look better than yours? Keep a cigar in between my jaws. I drink champagne, the hell with cause. Never sold coke in my life, I do tours. Get that flashlight out of my face. I'm not a dog, so damn it, put away the mace. I got cash and real attorneys on the case. You're just a joker perpetrating the ace. You got time, you wanna give me a taste. I don't smoke cigarettes, so why you looking for base? You might plant a gun and hope I run a race. Eating in the mess hall, saying my grace. You tried to frame me, but it won't work. Illegal search. Totally relaxed. DJ
Don't wake me
Hey, so Shorty love talking about she had to see if she still got it. Once you got it, you don't lose it, girl. What's wrong with you? That was the extended version of DJ Shorty Love. Nah, man, I don't want to hear that crap. You better step aside with that.
Real, I was laying in a up this.
You was what? You was trying to get funky? Like,
Well,
I don't want to do this no
You know,
more?
my residency is opening back up. I'll be back at Harlem Nights shortly.
Yeah, I saw them.
And,
They was building something outside, right?
Yeah. They're gonna have outdoor seating.
Yeah, I saw that.
But just a few people allowed inside.
Oh, okay.
I'll be up high in the booth away from folks. So I feel comfortable. I feel safe.
That's good. You know, definitely I'll be checking you out.
All right. I'm gonna sign off my live so we get back to the conversation.
Yes. So I had a few topics that I was discussing with it, and I got a couple of people's opinion on it, and it was crazy because, okay, one of the questions that I posted on Facebook this week. Oh wait, guys, unfortunately, we were having some technical difficulties with Facebook, and we were shut down. So you can go to ixsradio.com and to listen to us live there, or you can go to YouTube, IXS Radio, or Periscope IXS Radio. So if you guys want to tune in there. So one of the questions that I had, for today was, can a man deal with the same hurt that he gives women? Or his, okay, no, let me find the question, because it was, I want to be precise with the question, so bear with me for a minute. So if anybody want to call in, I know you guys seen the post, so you guys can call in, like Wiz and everybody else that was commenting on it. There was a lot of comments on this post, so I'm gonna read it properly so that I don't sound like I don't know what I'm talking about. That's if my Facebook comes up. So yeah, the question, do you guys know that they have this segment on the Steve Harvey Morning Show where they do this prank phone call? You guys gotta check that out because it's hilarious. We were supposed to be doing prank phone calls here, but we haven't gotten up the nerve to do it yet. So hopefully coming shortly we'll try to do some prank phone calls, because I like to prank phone call a lot of people. Where is my post? Okay, so I was just informed that we are also on Mixcloud, IXS Radio Broadcast Network live. Mixcloud, or this is Mixcloud, right, Al?
Yes.
And it's IXS Radio Broadcast Network?
Yes.
Okay, so that's what they're looking for. So if you guys want to watch us, you can definitely go to YouTube, Periscope, Mixcloud. We're still on Boxcast?
Yes.
We're on Boxcast. We everywhere, so Facebook is not the only place. A lot of people tends to live on Facebook. I'm one of those people, and I'm learning to try to separate myself from that, because seems to me like a lot of people get in their feelings about Facebook and quotes that people put on Facebook and stuff like that. A lot of people assuming that you're talking about them, which starts people to think that we're in a Facebook war or whatever, because If me personally, if I got anything to say to somebody, I'm definitely going to say it to you. I'm not going to say it on Facebook. If it's intended for you, it's going to be intended for you.
It's your face.
Yes.
Your
Exactly.
I hear you tell me.
Exactly.
Like,
You know, a lot of times,
it's my face. It's your face.
it's yeah. A lot of times, what I do is I see something that I like. It might not have anything to do with my life personally. It might be something that I know somebody else might be going through or whatever, and I'll just show. A lot of people go through a lot of. You'd be surprised how many people will go through the same things that other people are going through. And sometimes you just share something, and I share everything. Everything I post ain't my post. I share everything. Anybody see, if I see something I like, I'm going to share it because it doesn't belong to one particular person. So if you get mad because I'm sharing something and you don't think that I should be sharing it, oh well then. I'm going to share it anyway.
Just ignore it, you know?
Exactly. You know, too many people get in their feelings about too many things, so.
I see stuff that I'm like, oh, this crap, or oh, I see a subliminal. I hate subliminals, right? So
Yeah.
I try not to do subliminals.
That's
I might
the
do
thing.
a subliminal like every 5 years, but I try not to do it. I just don't say nothing. But I see so many people do subliminals.
Yeah, that's the
that,
crazy thing.
And just ignore it, but you can't tell them not
Because
to do it. That's what
I just feel like if you have something to say to somebody, just pick up the phone and tell them. You know, everything ain't got to be a fight. You know what I'm saying? If you think that somebody's talking about you, it's maybe because you talking about them.
I ain't got the time for that right now.
You know, I don't either. I'm really considering deleting my Facebook page.
Nah. If I can't stop DJing, you can't delete your page. Just do what you do the right way.
Yeah,
if
like,
it's that serious, unfollow those who you feel put up too much crap that you don't want to see.
I'm trying to find this thing, and I can't find it. But there was another one that I had.
Like, you
Until
know what?
I
Like
find.
on my Instagram, you know I got like 3 Instagrams, right?
Uh-huh.
So, I got DJ Shorty Love, then I got the shirts one, and then I got one that I consider my personal one, but I put a lot of my like fitness stuff on it. And to be honest, I don't follow as many people on that one as I do on DJ Shorty Love.
Uh-huh.
Like I'm not even sure I follow you. I may or may not, because the reason why, like I set that page up differently. So when I scroll down that timeline, mostly all I see is like positive fitness stuff or positive motivation stuff. So I'm only following people that's doing that. And I might be following some people here and there. But a lot of times people follow me back because I post positive and fitness stuff. But if you don't post that, I might not follow you back on that page, because when I switch from DJ Shorty Love Instagram to Gifted DJ and I'm scrolling through that, I just want to see positive stuff. I want to see stuff that motivates me. So that's how I have it set up. If people could do that too, set yourself up another Instagram page and only follow hashtags.
I think I have another Instagram page, but I don't use it because it's actually activated on the phone that we use for the show. Because we have a phone that we use if people want to call in, or they want to book or interview or something like that, opposed to giving everybody my cell phone number, because my cell phone number rings too much as it is. And a lot of it is work-related issues and not even personal issues or people calling me to say hello, how you doing? I don't get that no more. However, okay, so here's the next question. Okay, the first question, I couldn't find it, but it went along the lines of, can a man withstand the same hurt that he gives women, So that was the first question. And a lot of people agree that no, they can't.
Hell no.
Yeah, a lot of people agree no, they can't. And I was like, okay, well.
They're not super sensitive. They just play hard. They sensitive.
Yeah, I don't think they can stand it neither. What do you think, Al? You're a man.
I'm sorry, I'm caught up with this technology. I didn't hear the question.
The question was, can a man withstand the same hurt that can men, let me not say a man, can men withstand the same hurt that they give women?
Oh, absolutely. We do all the time. We just cover it up a little differently. We're not vocal like women are. We don't go around talking about our feelings, how it affects us and what it's doing to us and how come we can't function and things of that nature. We just keep it moving and keep it to ourselves because it's a point. It's an embarrassment to us as men because women expect us and society expect us to be strong and to carry ourselves a certain way.
So can I be honest with you?
Sure.
You are the only man that said that. Because
telling the truth.
no, I'm not saying that you're not telling the truth.
I know.
I'm just saying that most of the men that commented on the actual topic that I put on Facebook, all of them said no. There's somebody that's on Instagram, on YouTube right now, Wayne Oliver Sr. He said no, men can't. So, I mean, I'm not saying that you're a different kind of man, but you are the wizard, so you might be a little different, right?
It was not that I'm a little different. It's that I don't have a problem telling the truth.
This is the Let's Be Clear radio show, IXS Radio. Who am I speaking with?
What's going on? Wiz.
Hey, Wiz.
What up, Wiz?
Hi, my brother.
What's good?
How you feeling? How you doing? Before you answer the question, let me get my questions out. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
You doing good? You're doing everything they telling you to do. You staying put. You keeping still.
No.
Of course not, cause you hard headed too. So
I'll be outside before my birthday.
give me the date again of your birthday, cause.
The 29th.
Okay. That's when we having a party, right?
Yeah.
We having a party when? The next weekend. Live on air.
Alright.
So you called in to answer the question, right? I know you did.
Yeah. No, we can't. No, we can't. We can't deal with that. There's no way.
Because men can barely take a toothache. So, if you can't take a toothache, I mean, I'm not gonna say all men because Al said he's different and he doesn't have a.
No, I didn't say.
No,
I'm
wait.
different.
Let me finish. I'm correcting myself. I don't need you to correct me. You said that you don't have a problem with telling the truth.
Right.
Okay. So that's Al's truth. Al's truth is that yes, they can. Where there's other people that feel like they can't do that. Like a lot of men on Facebook said, hell no, they can't deal with that. And to me, I'm going to play devil's advocate. And that means that you guys have really hurt some women. Because if you can't take the hurt that you give, then why hurt?
That is true, but I'm saying on experience of seeing how some dudes really hurt females, they would be devastated or stuff if it was back on them.
Yeah, because
from
you
people knowing, from their feelings being crushed, you always think like, nah, she would never do that.
Yeah, because you have some women that are very, 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 very broken. And they can't get into another relationship because they're so broken. And when they come across somebody that really, cares and that's genuine about, trying to mend their broken heart, they can't trust them because they were so broken. You understand?
What happens, right? What happens right out there, right?
What happens?
Bring their brokenness to the next relationship.
Yeah, and that's why a lot of relationships don't work out like they should, because in the beginning, I think in the beginning of a relationship is a critical time. That's when you're getting to know each other. You're getting to feel, what you like, what you don't like. And if you come in there and you already broken and there's no sign of being fixed, then that person, whoever you're with, whether it be male or female, they're going to take the slide button. They're going to slide right on out because they don't want to deal with that, because then that becomes toxic. And then you're arguing and you're fighting for nothing because this person is broken.
So let me ask you this. On top of that, is a good question. Could you deal with a brother who's insecure?
Nah, I can't deal with that. I mean, because with me, I want to be. I know that there's no such thing as when you meet somebody that you guys are on the same level, but I want somebody that has the same thinking pattern. You know what I'm saying? If we build together. If I have, you have. If you have, I have. You know, that's what a relationship, that's how you build a relationship. You can't build a relationship on, oh, she make more money than me, so she thinks she better than me. That's your own insecurity. Instead of finding a ways for us to make money together and build on the same level, your insecurity is going to ruin that relationship.
Yeah. All you have to do is find a money. Okay, you handle the bills, I have to handle the expense, whatever.
Exactly. I mean, there's ways around, you know, feeling like that, because I can say that because somebody makes more money than me, that, oh, I don't want to be with him because I probably can't afford to give him the things that he wants because he's used to a certain lifestyle. But you find a way to make those things work. You know what I'm saying? You find out what, because not everybody that wears Gucci and Prada doesn't mean that they don't like other things too. They might like other things that you can afford. So, you know.
Yeah, you just gotta find a balance of what they like.
Yeah.
You know, everybody, but some people that, you gotta understand, a lot of people understand, they don't get it because they don't pay attention to a person. If a person says, I like simple things, stay with the simple things. Because you can raise the bar by just trying to do what you, by general nurse, getting that, trying to deal with the Joneses. No, if it ain't in your pay rate, do what you can do. If she's gonna be with you or he's gonna be with you for God.
Yeah, it's not about, with me, it's not about the materialistic things. It's not about how much money you have or what you buy for me, because I've always been one that said if I can't afford to buy it myself, then that means I don't need it. You know what I'm saying? And if you buy me something, I don't care whether it's a candle or a body spray or some chapstick. I'm going to appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm going to find a way to use that. So, you know.
Or a simple card.
Yeah, a card that says I love you. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know, I do things like I'm into this, as everybody that follows me on Facebook knows that I'm into that painting, you know, paint by numbers and stuff like that. So I'll do a painting and I'll send it, you know, saying that I love you or I'm thinking about you or something like that. You know, something like that that will touch somebody's spirit for a day can go a long way. You know, because not everybody is up and cheery every morning. Sometimes things bring you down, whether it's a thought of a loved one passing on, or it's the thought of you having to get up and go to a toxic workplace or whatever. Any little thing that make you smile is a blessing.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So that's how I feel. You don't have to send me flowers every day, or, I mean, you can send them sometime, but you ain't got to send them every day. You ain't got to, you know, just, you know, the little things that, the little things that mean so much will go a long way.
Love language, that's it.
Yes.
Learn the person's love language. So a lot of times people don't pay attention to their significant other and be thinking this is what makes them happy. And no, it's not.
Nah, you have to make yourself happy first.
Yes.
Because you have to be a happy spirit person in order to be in any type of relationship and be happy. Because sometimes you're not gonna have, you're gonna go up against, you know, your significant other about anything, and the fact that you guys don't have to agree on everything, you know, that causes a little conversation that you might have to have.
Yeah.
And it's okay. We don't all have to agree with everything, but we have to respect one another. It's all about respect. Respect goes a long way.
Yeah, that is true.
All right, so since you're on the phone, I have another question. And the question was, if your ex married or dated someone right after you broke up, does that mean that they had that person all along?
Well, I told you before, I think some of your females have some people that are in the friend zone on the reserve spot that's ready to come out. If you're going through a relationship and all that, it's not working out, you're just arguing, just like that, we have that one person that's in the reserve spot ready to sign.
All right, so let's skip past the relationship part of it. What if that person got married to somebody? I mean, you can be in a relationship.
Right after?
Right after you broke up, they got married.
I would feel that they already had that. Because, depends how long you were together and how long after you broke up she got married. How long was it when she got married after you broke up? He or she?
Yeah, that, I don't know how people, like, to me, my answer would be that person, if someone got married right after y'all broke up, then your whole relationship with that person was a fraud. Because no one gets married right after that, because that it had to be, and for you not to see the signs of there being someone else, that's just crazy. That means you was blindsided by love. You love this person so much that you didn't even know that they had a whole nother life outside of you, because at some point in time, you're going to see some signs. The flags will start flying in the air. And either you'll let them fly in the air or you bring them out. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. I'm going to play that loud. Maybe they did that just to jump into the relationship with the doing, with the marriage. Just to get married.
But how do you just jump in a relationship and get married? You had to be, it had to be somebody that you was interested in, you had some type of relationship with, because you can't just marry anybody.
I beg to differ. There are people who get married for financial reasons. There are people who get married because they just want stability in their life. There's people who get married because they want a green card. There's so many different reasons.
No, we're not talking about that part of it. Okay, we know people.
But you said, how can people get married and don't know anybody or they haven't spent time with them?
Okay, let me rephrase that then.
All right.
If you're in a relationship with someone and y'all broke up and you got married to somebody right after you broke up with somebody, and it wasn't for a green card, and even like you said, for financial reasons, so you're gonna marry somebody that you didn't know for financial reasons, and you don't know what their financial status is like?
No, you do know, because they well off financially. Or people get married on the rebound. You're gonna marry people.
You're gonna marry somebody for money, just because they.
No,
have
not
money.
me. I'm saying what some people do.
I'm not saying you neither.
Yeah, but people do that all the time.
Oh, okay.
People do that all the time.
I mean, maybe.
I know this is what I do know. I know a lot of people that got married when I was growing up. As soon as they turned 18, they wasn't even really in relationships, but just so they can get out of their parents' house, they got married.
So that was in the Stone Age, Al.
But no, they still do it. They still do it today. And we're not talking about stone. We're talking about habits of people and why they do things. They do things for so many different reasons. People are suffering with so many different mental illnesses that they do things now, and people don't know why they do it.
No, but I know somebody who got married because the simple fact is the person was in a relationship for a long time relationship, and it didn't work out. And everybody thought she's gonna get married, and what happened? Well, she did wait a certain amount of months. They did get married. I don't think it was like a year after the breakup, but she did get married. But it's a simple fact is she wanted the title of marriage so she can say my husband.
Well, I think that people.
I don't know if it worked out for happiness but some people do. That's another thing. Is for the title of marriage.
And you can't. I don't know about that. I don't know if I can get married. I don't know if I can get married to someone for money, unless. Wait. Hold on. maybe if the person was like maybe 90 years old and he was a billionaire and he told me he was going to leave me all of his cash if I married him for a year, now that's something different. He going to die in a year anyway. But, you know, just to get married to somebody for money, like because somebody has more money than me, and I think that that's the life that I want to be in, nah, I wouldn't do that. If I married anybody, I think it would just have to be for love. I mean, this day and time, because you don't just marry anybody because, you know, what they have.
But I'm saying, like, there's some people who feel like they want marriage, and the next person, the latest state they wasn't ready for marriage. And so they jump into the person, the next relationship, like, yeah, I don't mind marrying you, let's get married. Okay. But it's
Just to be married.
People, yes, for people in their ears, oh, girl, you can get married, let's just, and they see their friends married and all that, enjoying their, so they can't put them in marriage, back within a relationship.
Listen, I have a lot of friends that are married, and just because they married don't make me want to get married. I'd be like, good luck. Good.
I don't make you.
All right, hold on, Wiz. We got another call.
Okay. All right.
Let's be clear. Who am I speaking with?
Yvonne, good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Yvonne. How are you?
Fine.
We got Wiz on the line with you.
Hey, Wiz, how you feeling?
Hey, what's up, Yvonne? How you doing?
Okay. I just called because, you know, I want to chime in on this conversation. I agree with Wiz and Al.
Why are you always agreeing with Wiz and Al?
The reason why is because what I've come to realize is that, okay, let me answer the question in reference to hurt, you know, a man. Remember when you mentioned, why would a man hurt a woman if he can't accept the same hurt?
Yes, okay.
I feel like, well, no, not feel. My opinion is, I think he was hurt at some point. And it doesn't necessarily mean that the hurt has to come from a relationship. It could come from childhood. Okay. In regards to people marrying getting married and not really, you know, what was the question about them being in a relationship and then they break up and then they go and marry somebody else?
Yeah.
That happens all the time because it's a rebound. So I call that marrying someone for all the wrong reasons. I agree with Al in reference to a man will marry a woman and a woman will marry a man for all the wrong reasons. All the wrong reasons. Love have nothing to do with it. All the wrong reasons.
Okay, so now my question to you is, if I broke up with someone and ran off and got married to the next guy or whatever, and I married him because I wanted to be married, who's to say what is the wrong reason? What is the wrong reason to get married? Who's to say that...
You...
Hello?
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Who's to say what? All the wrong reasons to get married. For one, people marry each other and they're not even in love with each other. There's no connection whatsoever. People have become very superficial. Like, you know, like we said, they want the title, you know, the ring, you know, all the things that go along with being in a marriage. They want all of that, but they really could care less about the individual that they married. There's no connection. So that's what I mean. Like, when a man walks down the aisle with a woman and he really knows that he really don't, there's no the chemistry, it's a lot that goes along with that. So that's why I feel like people marry for all the wrong reasons. The female could love the man more than he loved her. You know, so it be signs that they know, each individual know, before they even walk down the aisle. It's the same thing like when a woman be like, oh, well, I feel like a woman knows certain things about a man once she hooks up with him. So you know, and then you decide to marry him. So you know what you signed up for. I don't want to hear all about, he's doing this, he's doing that. Some of the things he's doing, he been doing. He was doing it when he was with you before you married him. So you know what you signed up for. Same thing with a man. And I think people get married because of family pressure. Like back in the day, you know, according to how you was raised, you raised old-fashioned. So if you get a woman pregnant, you know, they tell the man, you should marry her.
Right.
It don't necessarily mean that he loved her, but because of how he was raised, he's going to do the honorable thing because this is how his father raised him to be this type of man.
Right. Absolutely right,
You know,
Yvonne. The BX Boys on Mixcloud say people do because they're still searching for love.
Right. Right. And I use the word superficial a lot because that's what I've come to realize as I'm getting older. People are very superficial. They do things for, like I said, for the ring, for this, for that. Not so much, like when you marry somebody, you gotta have chemistry. It's so much that goes along with that before you make the decision to tie the knot. So why bother? And to me, my thing is, I know people who've married people as well and not in love with them. And then they say, I shouldn't have married the person. But why did you? To me, I feel like if you walk down the aisle and you're in church, and you walk down the aisle, whether you in church or not, and you say, listen, you know, God, I'm going to take this woman's hand. Don't do that if that's not really what you want to do. Don't do it. It's not worth it. Don't do it because you're lying. You're lying to yourself. I mean, why do it? And then you want to be miserable anyway. So what's the point? I'd rather a man come to me and say, listen, I'm not ready for the marriage. You know, I still want to be in a relationship with you. Just be upfront. But don't, listen, if you're not feeling me like that, or we don't have that connection, like I said, it's a connection thing. It's a chemistry thing. It's like so much that goes along with saying, you know what, okay, I want to tie the knot with this person. But sometimes you don't even know yourself at a certain age. It takes time for you to know yourself. You know? And
because
then
you can do that and next year you be divorced. I said you can do that not knowing what you want, and then next year you ready to file for divorce. Like what's the name? Cardi B and Offset. They're getting a divorce. Now they getting ready to fight over custody of a kid. Now, she, according to what media, and then we don't know how true it is, but before she married him, he cheated on her while they was in a relationship. And she turned around and still married him. So she didn't know, that was a red flag then, you know, in your face, and then you cheated on her again and again and again, and she still forgave you. Now look at them now. They're at the divorce table.
Right. Well, see, that's what I mean about knowing what you signed up for, because in reference to that, he's been cheating. And as far as I'm concerned, all of these stars out here who got money and stuff like that, to be honest, they can have anybody they want. They don't really have to marry nobody. Why she knew what she was, that's what I mean by she knew what she signed up for. So she should have had a discussion with the man upstairs, the powers that be, and say, listen, what am I to do? Am I going to marry this man knowing that he cheats, knowing that he's not ready to be faithful to me? And deal with it? Okay, because I'm going to tell y'all the truth. This is my opinion. If I had the opportunity to marry one of these NBA, blah, 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 I ain't going nowhere. You know what? Go ahead, do what you want to do. Because they going to do it anyway. They going to do it anyway.
You know what I'm saying? You might as well give them a permission slip, right?
When you, what you going to do?
But we don't even have to talk about NBA players. We just talk about people in general.
In general.
Because if that's in your heart to do it, that's what you're gonna do, regardless of whether I like it or not. That's just how it is. You know.
But since you brought her up, they got money, so they all know what they doing when they do it, even if you don't have money.
Go ahead, Wiz. You want to say something? Wiz?
Al?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Yeah, you wanted to say something?
I'm saying like this. Look, to me, if a person gotta be married, they have to sow their wide oats. They can't get married like 21, 23. I said like my age. Like when I got married when I was 35. Then you go through all your wild joints and all that. You don't have to question anything. You ready to give up, because it's a whole lot of things. It's no more you. I mean, it's no more I, it's we. We have to do things in a team. And a lot of us, it's hard as brothers to be in a type of relationship or a marriage like that where we have to let me ask my wife first. Because, first the boys your boy's going to be like, you got to call your wife to let you know you're on your way home, what time you get, or what you got to do after work and stuff. But you got to learn that. You have to be really mature.
Yeah, and you definitely have to make sacrifices because, like you said, it's no more me or I, it's us and we.
Yeah, we got some comments, y'all, from Mixcloud. Okay, so he's saying, the BX Boys are saying, it sounds like a great idea until it heads into a disaster. It was about being involved with a star, and then when he starts falling off, now she wants out. So again, like Yvonne was saying, you got to get to know a person first. And if you know a person has been cheating or they got kids all over the place, why would you get involved with them in the first place and start having babies, knowing that this is their history and this is what they do? Especially if you allow it or you come in on the back end knowing that they were involved with somebody else. And now you concerned about him cheating on you. You got to think about what you're doing.
Oh, yeah, because if he did it to you, he'll do it on you. If he do it with you, he'll do it on you. That don't sound right. That sounds...
We know what you're trying to say.
Yeah, because I don't want nobody to think I'm trying to be a pervert up here. But anyway, thank you guys for calling in and tuning in on this
Mixcloud.
This topic. Tuning in on Mixcloud, on IXS Radio, Periscope, YouTube, because we live on YouTube right now. Thank you, Yvonne and Wiz, for your contribution to this conversation. However, we're going to say farewell to you guys because it's almost at the end of our show, and Shorty Love came here to play music to see if she still got it. So I'm going to let her rock out for the rest of the show. Up next is the Big Rich the Ruler show, and of course Big Rich is in the building.
Big Rich, what up?
Hey.
So we're going to let Shorty rock out, and we're going to see you guys next week. Remember to tune in to the Let's Be Clear Saturday Night House Party tonight from 7 to 1. Tune in to Lady D Sunday Classic that comes on Sunday night from 11 to 1. DJ K NIKKI's Midday Mix on Thursdays. And listen to IXS Radio all day for your music pleasure. We are the Let's Be Clear Radio show signing off. We see you guys here next week. Same bad time, same bad channel. Peace out.
DJ
Shorty Love. It's a remarkable, so deaf remix. J.E. y'all, Run DMC to the beach, y'all.
Big Rich and you are on. Look at that.
I know these so-called players wouldn't tell you this.
What?
But I'ma be real and say what's on my heart.
Yeah.
Let's take this chance and make this love feel relevant. Didn't you know I loved you from the start? Think about all the years we put in this relationship.
Yeah.
Who knew we'd make it this far? Then I think about where would I be if we were to just fall apart? I can't stand the thought of leaving you. Your white dress. We ain't getting no younger. We ain't getting no younger. Feeling you all the way. Girl, let's just get married. I just wanna get married. Older. Bye. On fire, baby.
keep your hands up. What? Put your hands up. Come on, keep your hands up. Way back, way back, way back, way back. Put your hands up. Way back again. Keep your hands up. Way back, way back, way back, way back, way back, way back again. What you know about going out, head west, red legs, TVs, all up in the headrest. Tryna live it up, ride jewel, bigger truck, piece all glittered up, stick a kid, nigga what? Jig with a cut, slip Chris, spit it up, hoes rock, get your nut till I can't get it up. I'm a big man, get a slam boom, I done hit everything from Cancun to Grand Tune. Why you stand on the wall, hand on your balls, lighting up drugs, always fighting in the club. I'm the reason they made the dress code, to figure out what and why when I'm in my fresh clothes. Dresses I suppose, from my neck to my toes, neck full of gold, baguettes in my rolls, rec shows, collect those extra O's. By the E, get a key to the Lex to hold. East, west, every state, come on, bury the hate. Millions, the only thing we in the hurry to make. Whether from the ex-friend, intellect, or bins, let's begin. Bring this BS to an end. Come on.
Oh yeah, we drippin' that's my type. That's my type, that's my type. Bitch, bagel. Rich, 8-figure, that's my type. Bitch, bagel. That's my type. My type. Wrist, new whip. Right around dips. I can see why all these faces.
Come on, come on, hit it. Come on, come on, come on, come on, where the ladies at? Where the cash at? Where the at? Where the money at? Get your middle finger up, get your middle finger up, get your middle finger up, get 'em out, get 'em out, get your middle finger up, get your middle finger up, get 'em out, get 'em out, get 'em out, throw your rollies in the sky, wave 'em side to side, keep your hands high, keep your hands high, throw your rollies in the sky, wave 'em side to side, keep your hands high, keep your hands high, throw your rollies in the sky, wave 'em side to side, keep your hands high, keep your hands high, hands word up, stop it, scoop it, get the tambourine going, get yourself a whistle, get the tambourine going, get yourself a whistle, get the tambourine going, get yourself a whistle.
Just like that.
When I move, you move.
Just like that.
When I move, you move.
Just like that.
Hell yeah. Hey, DJ, bring that back. When I move, you move.
Just like that.
When I move, you move.
Just like that.
When I move, you move.
Just like that.
Hell yeah. Hey, DJ, bring that back.
Gotta hit the club like you hit them mango. Gotta hit the club like you hit them mango. Fight, everybody get your motherfucking roll on. I know shorty and she doesn't want no slow song. Had a man last year, life goes on. Haven't let a thing loose, girl, in so long. You been inside, know you like to lay low. I've been peeping what you bringing to the table. Working hard, girl, everything paid for. First, last phone bill, car, no cable. With your phone out, gotta hit them angles. With your phone out, snapping like you Fable. And you showing off, but it's alright. And you showing off, but it's alright. It's a short life.
You know I thank God sun rises and shines on you. You know there's nothing I would not do. Oh, before I let you go. Coachella, boots with the ghost feathers. I brought the squad with me, black on black bandanas. I do say it's champagne. I did the damn thing. Dirty Diana, singing and dancing all in the rain. Ooh, I just wanna have a good time. Turn around, take it inside, and twirl that ass to the right. Ooh, bunny hop, drop, pop, cross your legs, turn around and clap. Shuffle to the left, let's glide now.